to Downtown MoonTown. Population us.
Hey, you're the one that kind of made it slightly non-normal this time.
Yeah, because you're the one with the controller now, which I'm honestly glad for. I get an episode break. At this point, I've only gotten a break on 2 bosses.
You don't want to go there.
But it's nice that I get a break, like an episode, so I can focus on what everyone wants to talk about. Me, watching you play Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Final Mix for the PlayStation 3. If they're still doing commercials for this game, I'd kill it. I'd kill it. Every time. Oh no, that's not the game box. I was gonna start reading the back of it as if it was the fact that this was a dirty commercial. That's alright. No. So here we are, last episode. I guess last few episodes of this session. We finished up Agrabah, and read my lips and come to grips with reality. Yes, meet a blast from your past, whose lies were too good to last. Say hello to your precious prince. Alright, I'm gonna stop because of copyright. But we finished up Agrabah, and we got through Monstro, and we got through my my grudge with Pleasure Island, and now we're here, and we're flying to I don't know what world, but it's the 5-star world, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that should be good. I think we're probably more well equipped. But yes, Austin, man, how's your week been? What have you been up to?
Oh, we're finally getting to this in our recording session.
Yeah,
I forgot we haven't really talked about our own weeks, have we?
I forgot we even had a personal life. We just kind of jump into this sometimes.
Yeah,
well, it just seems more exciting. All right.
Last week I finished. Well, I kind of talked about this on MTO.
Right, number 16. That was a well-weighted year. Nope, well-weighted episode.
Yeah, 16 is a good number for us. We finally hit 16 subscribers, so we'll help us with 16.
Yeah, 16 would be pretty good. So, you're saying?
Well, I got a 100% on my philosophy final.
This guy's smart.
Oh, okay.
Alright, that's just...
Monstro's gone!
That's right.
Have we met before?
I think
so. The 100-acre wood.
Oh, no. Who? No, that's Owl. Owl, come on, man.
I forgot my voice line, so when you watch the episode, or when you upload it, you're going to have to take close attention. What is that, 21, 22?
Yeah.
22?
That's 20... It's 22. 22. Because we finished up Agrabah in 22. But yeah, so Austin, out of... Here's a fun question. This could also be the question of the day, if you want to.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go right ahead.
Encompassing narrators and... Like, narrators or inside thoughts in video games that sort of lead the story. For example, you have, like... What the heck is that?
That's Atlantic, that.
Oh, sweet.
I'll play this.
You have, yeah, it's alright. Thank you. Oh, where's the imagery? Where's the graphic imagery?
Okay, guys, prepare for landing.
Land where? In the sea? We'll drown.
Doesn't do it.
Not problematic.
I can't believe that went through on the Little Mermaid VHS box art, which I did have for a bit.
The penis?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still have the Little Mermaid VHS. I don't know if it was like discontinued at a point because people were giving concerns. But what was I talking about before that?
Narrators?
Yeah, alright. Yeah, question of the day. My bad. So, for example... oh, I don't want to play this level.
I don't like little boy nipples.
Yeah. You got Ron Howard narrating Arrested Development. And you got you got Batman, Kevin Conroy, narrating you in like the Arkham games. So if you could pick one of those kind of narrating voices to guide you through 1 week of your life, who would it be?
Oh, you know the video game the Stanley Parable.
I remember that, yeah.
Sebastian,
Stanley.
you don't look like one of them.
I would love that man. Has such a nice
Right,
voice.
Flounder? I don't know.
Like, GLaDOS.
something
GLaDOS
weird.
is a fun choice. Just if you want to mess with yourself.
What do you mean?
There's also the narrator from
They do
Power Principle,
seem
which is similar to.
a little different. Where
I
are you
would say
from?
not play the water level in
we're
Kingdom
from
Hearts,
kind
but you need an
of
IQ
far
of
away.
5 to answer that.
And
Technically,
we're not really used to
we
these
don't need to
waters.
beat this world, but we should.
It's not even, like, worth it.
Oh, I see. In that case,
I want to beat all.
Sebastian can show
Yeah.
you how we swim around here.
Me too.
Ariel! King Triton will not like this!
Oh, don't worry.
I like Ariel's hair.
Yeah, she's real pretty. She's like 16, though. Oh, yeah, that's disgusting. Oh, shoot. Had to put the cat just one in. Ah, just bopped my head. I told you about Howard Ashman, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about him on the podcast, but I discussed it with you afterwards. Or what I mean was, right before we talked on the podcast,
I'm confused.
nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Wait, I think I understand what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
before we even recorded, or I guess it was during offline. So if you want to see us talk about Howard Ashman for a second, go check out offline. But as Mr. Mooney is figuring this out, I will let you guys know about the crazy story about how Howard Ashman saved the Disney Renaissance.
Oh, right. Yo comprendo ahora. Oh, second screwdriver. No, not that way. Which way do you want me to go, girlie?
So, the year would be 1986 or 87, I think. Disney's... What's up? You don't know where to go?
There's only two ways. There's something for this.
Well, the train's kind of pointing you that way.
Well, look. And then I
Maybe you have to test out, like, going up and down.
So Ron Howard.
Yeah, Ron Howard from Arrested Development. That would be one of the narrating choices. What's in the... Oh, that's amazing. You gotta keep doing that. What's, shoot, what's another good one? Whoever does it for, like, Halo, because I know they do that
Oh, I
sometimes.
did the follow flounder.
That's it. You passed them, like, 7 different times. Oh, yeah, because you have to, like, figure out how to move around. Nuts to nuts. What would be another one? I suppose Matthew Mercer, if you want to go that route.
D&D.
Yeah, and just him explaining and like taking you through everything. But I'm getting I'm getting behind myself actually. But so the year is about 1986, 1987. The place is Walt Disney Studios. The animation department is taking a bit of a downfall because one of the head guys at the time, one Jeffrey Katzenberg, is not really respecting the animators, and
Sebastian!
I think to make room for business stuff, he had the business stuff go into the original animation building that everyone was working at the time. It's the one where like Disney walked through the halls and was like, "Hey, that over there Cinderella, that's cool. Do it." Like those halls. And scrapped them and brought them into like a weird offshoot, like 3 cities over, smaller space. that just it wasn't cool, and no one really liked it. Like, this is really bumming down morale. These are guys like John Musker, Ron Clements, John Lasseter, Tim Burton. I'm not sure if Tim Burton was still working there in 86 and 87, because in 84 that was Beetlejuice, and I think even before that was Edward Scissorhands.
Ooh. Johnny Depp. Good actor.
And at the time, in terms of head, Mr. Roy E. Disney, the nephew of Walt, steps down. He's like, I can't do anything else. I gotta go, because this ship is kind of going in a different direction. And I need more experienced people. So I'll get this guy named Frank Wells, who's basically my age. He's just like a few years younger, but that's considered the next generation for me. And I also get this guy Michael Eisner. That's it, yeah, Michael Eisner. Katzenberg, Disney, and Eisner both have real big egos, and it's Frank Wells who is always like, who's like the finance guy. He's more the numbers dude, but he's like he was apparently very selfless and had to keep tabs on these three massive egos in Disney, and was like holding them all together. So like soon after that, when he died in I think the early '90s, that started messing things up a little bit. But things have more or less smoothed over since. Anyways. So they're bringing out films like Oliver and Company. Like, sure, The Great Mouse Detective, which is beautiful. But they had The Black Cauldron, and that did not as good as they wanted it to. And they were kind of on the edge of their seats, like, oh, we gotta figure out how to get back to the Golden Age. How to take these movies and bring them back to, like, when they were doing good. So, two composers, I guess one main composer, working around town named Howard Ashman, and his sidekick, Alan Menken, which most people may know with a few Disney movies. Not a lot of significant ones, but I'm sure a few. Oh yeah, it's Alan Menken. He did... Don't pay attention to me while I quickly get through this brain fart and
So everyone,
Google Alan Menken.
Welcome to Underwater Kingdom Hearts, which they did not do this in the sequel.
Yeah, so he did like Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Pocahontas, Hunchback, Aladdin, Enchanted, Tangled. Like all that Disney stuff, that was all... Alan Menken was a part of all of them, but Howard Ashman was only part of 2 of those. But so, Ashman and Menken, right? They're just coming off of their Broadway production of Little Shop of Horrors. And Disney's like, hey, do you guys want to come on and kind of help us out with this Little Mermaid project we have? So Ashman's like, yeah, sure. Like, first of all, you have to structure it like a Broadway musical. That's how you get it. That's how you make it click. That's like the coolest thing you can do right now. Is have like the I Want song. There's an old adage in music adage. I think I'm saying that right. In musical theater, it's like when the emotion is too big for talking, you sing. When the emotion is too big for singing, you dance. And that's one of the many theatrical production things that Ashman and Menken brought into making The Little Mermaid. And like they were writing Under the Sea, and the animators were like, oh yeah, it's Sebastian. He's like this butlery guy, and Ashman was just like, hey, what if he was like Jamaican? Everyone's like, well, that you're kind of losing your mind here. They're like, no, look, and he shows them Under the Sea, like him recording it in a Jamaican accent. And they're like, oh wow, that's significantly catchier than like a regular Butler music.
Under the sea. Under the sea.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same oomph as the others do.
There it is.
I say oomph, there it is. So they're writing up Little Mermaid, and it's beautiful. And actually, when they were writing Part of Your World, which is the I Want song of the movie, Katzenberg test screened The Little Mermaid as they were still animating that song, so it didn't look the best, but the music and the vocals were still there, and you could get the general idea. So during that test screening, Katzenberg was like, "No, man, we got to cut part of your world. It's not working." They're like, "What are you talking about?" They do seem to be liking it. Like, no, it's not working. And then Ashman was like, steps away from strangling Katzenberg. So Mencken was like, "Hey, chill down. Like, let's just put part of your world in." Katzenberg was like, "All right, fine, whatever. It's not gonna do anything." Another pod. Because this is the most talking I've had to do in 4 months. Oh, Jesus.
In 4 months
Yeah.
since we last recorded.
Yeah, I don't talk that much. Silent dude. Anyways, where am I?
You guys don't want to find me, they don't want to find me.
Yeah. Little Mermaid comes out. It's beautiful. Everyone loves it. Boom. Disney Renaissance. The next movie, Rescuers Down Under, they don't do any music for. But still, I think it's a good one. But for whatever reason, Jeffrey Katzenberg took away all of the advertising. Like, all of the advertising. Like, when it was in theaters, people were shocked. They're like, what, a new Disney movie? When have I heard of this? Why haven't I heard of this? Sorry. They're like, dude, why did you cut all of this? Because Rescuers Down Under is also the movie whose technology helped out every other movie afterwards ease into computer-generated stuff and, like, CGI. Rescuers Down Under, like, basically paved the way.
I don't even know what that movie is.
You've never seen... Wow, that's sad. Rescuers Down Under. Great movie. I mean...
Is it in Australia?
Yes, it is. So, you know the two mice. Yeah. Okay. So, I gotta explain the Rescuers to you. Okay. So there are these two mice, Bernard and Bianca. Yeah. Bianca's got a adorable little foreign accent. She's really sweet, and everyone loves her. And then they're two mice that are part of this mice thing called the Rescue Aid Society, where it's mice from all over the world answering like kids' pleas for help.
This happened before or after Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers?
Long before The Rescuers, their first movie, that was like 77, I think, maybe 78. So significantly more. But the first movie came out, that did all right. But then Rescuers Down Under came in. Like the opening to Rescuers Down Under is sick. That's all I'll say about that. But it's those two, and they like go to Australia because this kid has been kidnapped by a poacher, and the poacher wants like this humongous golden bald eagle to like have and sell and kill and all that. That's the basics of it. And also there's a character in the first Rescuers movie. His name was Orville. He was an albatross that was like
Fight off those creatures.
their pilot, just flying them around. And then Rescuers Down Under is Orville's brother Wilbur. And he's voiced by John Candy. And he's really cool. Yeah.
What's that?
One of John Candy's good roles.
There's no such thing, certainly not here.
Daddy.
Alright, so I had to explain Rescuers Down Under. So that's alright. It's a lesser known one. But see, that's what I mean. They cut out all of the advertising for Rescuers Down Under, so nobody knew what to do when it came out. While this is all going on, Ashman's devoted himself to working on this new project called Aladdin. And he's writing down so many good ideas. He's like, these songs, bam, 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 all coming out. There's no Abu. You know, Aladdin has these three friends, Baghdad, Omar, and Kasim, and they live in Baghdad. They don't live in Agrabah. He's really passionate about it, and Disney's like, hey, we're glad you're doing this. While you're doing that, could you come over here to Beauty and the Beast, which we originally decided would not be musical, and then after testing a few scenes, you know, it didn't really work out, so we're gonna switch it over to being a musical. Can you please, like, help us with that? And Ashman was like, well, okay. Like, he gets into it. He loves working on Beauty and the Beast. He loves working with Jerry Orbach and Paige O'Hara and, gosh darn, Angela Lansbury, the sweetest old woman alive. But during all this, he tells Megman, hey man, I'm positive for HIV, and it's getting bad. So, sadly, 6 months before Beauty and the Beast reached theaters, Howard Ashman died due to complications with AIDS. And he died in the hospital wearing a Beauty and the Beast sweatshirt. Like proudly wearing it. And he was telling Ashman, like, this movie, everyone is going to love this movie. I just know it. And, you know, like, final words and all that before he soon passed away. So Beauty and the Beast comes out, and it's fantastic. It is the first animated movie to be nominated for Best Picture. It wins the Golden Globe for Best Picture, and then it's nominated at the Oscars for Best Picture. But loses because, well, Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Not much else you can do with that. So Katzenberg and those guys were like, oh, hey, Aladdin. Oh, that's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, let's scrap like 80% of that. Let's add a princess, Jafar, let's add a monkey. Basically taking stuff from this old story, The Thief of Baghdad. Like, we'll put this other stuff somewhere else. But Arabian Nights, Friend Like Me, and Prince Ali were the three only songs that Ashman originally wrote that were then brought into the actual Aladdin.
Okay.
Oddly enough, the song was sung by Robin Williams. I don't know if that was some kind of connection they were doing. I don't know. But that movie obviously did really well. And they eventually brought back Badkak, Omar, and Kasim for the Broadway production of Aladdin. Mm-hmm. And they brought in that song, and I'm sure they brought in like a few other songs that Ashman had written. They're like, these need to see the light. These need to see Broadway. Because this is what Ashman would probably want. Would most likely want out of this. And after that's history. Lion King, quick anecdote, Disney, the idiots they are like, we're gonna put the A-team of animators on Pocahontas, because that's where all the money's gonna come from. And then we're gonna just put the B-team on this dumb thing called the Lion King. That's not gonna work out. I like that it was like a complete reverse. Yeah, after that, Hunchback, the rest of the Disney Renaissance, all started because of one man named Howard Ashman.
Notice how it went from outside to other worlds.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So there you go, guys. That is your history lesson for today, of how Howard Ashman brought about the Disney Renaissance almost solely. Menken, of course, like, he did a lot of stuff, Menken, but everyone can agree it was mainly Ashman. It was mainly his passion for Broadway and theater and for Disney. He was such a huge fan. Also, quick mention, sometime during that, sometime a little bit before Little Mermaid, Roy Disney came back as one of the heads, because, I don't know, he missed it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my thing. That's what you all learned today. So, all you guys get out there, go watch The Rescuers if you want to. You can go right to Rescuers Down Under, and you won't be in trouble. You'll be good.
A torn page.
Oh, hey, look at that. Yeah, go watch Rescuers Down Under. Not Eva Longoria. Something like that. By a lot of great guys. And John Candy, you know.
And then go watch Oliver and Company if you want to. That's got Billy Joel in it, and Cheech Marin, if you're into that sort of thing. And watch Black Cauldron if you want. It's edible.
Edible?
Yeah, Black Cauldron's like a 5-page book series that they squished into an hour 20 minutes. And even then it was originally like an hour 40, hour 45.
Did you say 5-page book series?
Yeah, I must have messed that up. 5-book series. Oh, hey, these two. Aren't they cool?
Flotsam, jetsam.
Mommy needs you.
Those impudent fools will never find the key.
And, yeah, it's... Black Cauldron's edible. One great thing, it has the legendary John Hurt playing the villain. Elephant Man himself.
I think I remember
I'm
seeing
pretty
Black
sure...
Cauldron.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like a few years before his passing, too. Is that he played the Horned King in the Black Cauldron.
Wait, when year did the Black Cauldron come out?
It must have been 80...
John Hurt died recently. Didn't he? I'm thinking of another John.
Oh, hold on. Let me pull this up. Black Cauldron. And then let me also pull up John
Hurt, he was also the Doctor, right? The War Doctor? Doctor Who?
Black Cauldron was 1985. And then John Hurt. Oh yeah, sorry, he did die more recently. That's my bad. He died 2017. He was, the Elephant Man 1980. He was an alien. He was in 1984. I guess so.
Yeah, he was the main character in 1984.
He was in V for Vendetta, I guess.
He's done a lot of dystopian stuff.
He showed up in Harry Potter, man. He's Ollivander, I think.
I think so.
He did a...
By the way, it's really hard to get like the depth.
Oh, he was in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. He was Marianne's dad. Remember? He was in a Hellboy, I guess. Watership Down.
I haven't seen that.
Black Cauldron. There you go. And a lot of other things, because you get the legendary John Hurt. Fun fact: John Hurt was also Aragorn in Ralph Bakshi's 1980-ish.
The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
The animated.
Yeah, the animated one. John Hurt was Aragorn. So. Wow, 29 minutes of nothing but Disney and John Hurt history. How about that? Where's this even going?
I'm not sure if I ever have to get off at some point, or
You could certainly wait. Maybe he's...
it's just a oh, this is a different path.
Is this normal?
Yeah.
We'll try to get off. Okay. So it's not needed. You can get off.
Well, I just got...
Maybe it's like a faster way to get around the map. Undersea cave. Look at that.
Undersea cave.
So I guess other question of the day: do you like hearing me talk? Because I've
Just in general?
yeah, I've talked a significant amount this episode and last episode. But yeah, this is all just interesting stuff.
Oh, wow. Oh, Ariel. Oh, Howard. Well, I didn't know they did it.
Oh, that's it. I'm just looking at the cast of Rescuers Down Under. Yeah, I remember this stuff. So you're all good out there.
That's what that was for.
So yeah, so not only John Candy, but Bob Newhart is Bernard. Remember Bob Newhart? Well, Bob Newhart is 90 years old right now, and he has been in. He's Buddy's dad in Elf.
Oh, really?
Or not the real dad.
The elf dad.
Yeah, Elf dad, Bob Newhart.
No, he's a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's cool.
Heal.
And then Eva Oh, hello. Is this important?
I don't know. What the heck?
No. Yeah, Eva Gabor is what I was thinking of for Miss Bianca, the other mouse. She's since died 1995. So it was a few years after her death.
Am I gonna fight a shark? Is this gonna happen?
Very sweet character.
Well, whatever
See,
happens.
John Candy, George C. Scott is in there somewhere. Yeah, George C. Scott is a bad guy, I think. Frank Welker's in it a bit. Everyone loves him. It's more or less it, but I'd recommend it. Next time on MoonTown,
That's right.
I'm gonna talk less and smile
more.
Yeah.
Don't let them show what you're against or what you're for.
How about you do the singing for this one?
You wanna be ahead.
No.
Fools that run their mouths off wind up being trapped with Maleficent in the darkness. You got a boy named Riku, he hadn't started. You got Sora trying to get back his friend. He's gonna go to the world, to the very end. Oof.